Yo, 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 what's cracking, baby? It's time, baby. It is time. We've been talking about doing this right here for a little bit, and we decided to finally do the Endbringer rule and bring it out. Let it be known. Let it be known. So here's what we're going to do. Here, it's so simple. It's so simple. What we're going to do is you're going to stretch out the Endbringer to max distance, okay? Now that we have it at max distance, we're going to visually see where the halfway point is. And where is that? It's at the red line. So we know that the flag is just below halfway. So after that, you're going to find the middle part of that, which is the 25% slot. You're going to actually put the bullseye in that spot on the ground. You're going to run the ball guide all the way to the hole. So that's where the arrow comes into play. You're just going to be throwing that ball guide. You're going to be putting that 25% spot right here and running that ball guide all the way to the hole. When you do that, the adjustments on this is very simple. And it will always be this. It's very, very simple. Here it is. Plus 10% at mid. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's it. We'll save that. So with that in mind, we're going to show you how this can be implemented during live holes. And so, you know, we've been seeing a few videos being put out, but we're going to be showing you real world side high winds to show you how this works. You know, you can come up with a lot of variations with straight headwind, tailwinds, things like that. But the sideways wind is the ones that you really need to pay attention to and see what really works. So let's take a look at this right here. This is the one that we were just doing there. So let's take a look at it and just watch it and watch what I do. Now that you know what to do, just watch it in action. Boom. All right, so what we're going to take a look at, I want you to notice one thing that we did here. Notice one thing that we did here, right there. See this right here? You always want to put the ball guide shaded to the outside of the pin, the opposite direction of what the wind is blowing. Got it? So the wind is blowing right here, left to right. You're going to be putting the ball guide to the right side of the pin, okay? All right, you got it? You feel me? You feel me, brah? All right, so we're going to watch some more videos, and I've got a whole slew of them that I want you guys to see right here. And we're going to start the first one off. Endbringer, it's going to be a lower wind, 5.9, but we're going to show you all the ones that pertain to it. So you ready? Let's watch this Endbringer rule in action. Boom. This is the 9.1 wind. So just make sure you're looking at that. It's real similar to the very first one that we had seen, right? All the way out. Where's halfway, right? And then where's halfway of that? Right there, okay? So now that we know that, it's just mid plus 10%. Run the ball guide to the hole. You're on the right side of the hole here because the wind is blowing, or right side of the pin, because the wind is blowing from left to right. You'll see it every time, watch. Okay. Now these are the real world shots that I think that is more common. The ones that are in this distance, this range, high winds. We've got a couple extended ones, but these are the ones that are really typical in tournaments.
Perfect shot.
And the ones that you normally see. Boom. Pin high, baby. Pin high. You ready? Let's watch some more of these. Check it out. Check it out. What is that? 10.31? 10.3. Now look at this one. Sloping a little bit right to left. Endbringer rule. You see anything? You see what I got to do? You guessed it. I got to go down there. Now I got a little bit of work to do right here because of the fringe. But we can handle it. Boom. Here you go, right here. Look at that. 10.9. 10% mid-distance. There you go. Real world right here, baby. Real world. Where's half? And then where's half of that? Just visually see it. And it can happen fast. You see it, baby. Come on. You gotta feel the flow. Be the ball, baby. Do the bull dance.
Perfect shot.
Cha-ching! Here you go right here. You see this one? All right, so this one starts to get in a little bit right here. All right, you see we're going to be on this next one at 75% slider plus 10%. But you're going to see that we had to slide it up. All right, so here it is right here. So this is where we start extending this out a little bit. And we start stretching this rule out. Now, I don't have a rule as far as once you start getting to the max distances here as per se as the 25% slot rule. But this is an 11.4 wind, which is very high. But just notice we put it at the 50% slider, or the 50% slot, which is on that fringe. Okay, and then we run the ball guide to the hole and we use 75% slider here. So beforehand we would be down here, right? So now we had to, before we were mid plus 10%. Now we are 75% slider plus 10%. So that's what we did here. Will that become another rule? I don't have that much experience. I just typically am closer than this. But typically you can go, 20% like max, things like that for a lot of those higher winds, or 20% slider. But we put it at 10% elevation and 75% slider on this one, and I think it's a good base that we could start doing.
Perfect shot.
But obviously, that's not a sideways wind either. That's a headwind. So I know the ball acts different on a sideways wind. It just does. So you got to be careful of that. All right. So the last one that we're going to be looking at here is max plus 20%. Okay. Now I want you to see and take a note of where the where max distance is right here. Okay. It's right. I mean, it's past. The hole is past the ball guide there. See it? Right there. Okay. So we do max plus 20% here. So, we don't use any ball spin to the hole. But again, that's another somewhat of a headwind, more so than a side wind. So, but we did use max plus 20% here. And that's always a good rule of thumb. Once you start getting to those max distances, plus 20% slider is a pretty good spot for you. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that right there. But just understand this right here. Understand what this is. Okay? You stretch it out, max distance. Find mid distance, actual mid distance. And we know that's actually a little bit closer than mid. So that means if I pull 25% over, it's probably going to be just a little bit too much. I may finish on the left side of the cup, right? So you got to be aware of that. So once you start understanding that right there, that's it, baby. Easy peasy. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. And listen, this is the Endbringer rule by the Iceman. Let's see it one more time on a high wind here. Let's see, right. Let's get to, there's a 9-1. I mean, look at this guy right here. Now, the thing about this one is, I've got a little bit of a sloping heel here. That heel right there is making this very tricky. Okay? That heel right here going from right to left is making that tricky. So, but notice this. I did put it on the left side of the pin. See it? And I walk it to it, baby. I walk it to it. That's a tricky one. That little tricky ride there, baby. Yeah! Iceman shows you the Endbringer rule. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Now, listen, there's going to be times where you can't make it to the hole. You can't make it to the hole from the 25% spot, right? But most of the time, you're going to be in this position right here on a lot of these tournaments. Something like that, okay? You're going to be well within those max numbers of Endbringer, okay? So, always put it at the 25% spot. Run that ball guide all the way to the hole. I promise you, you will be close. You'll get to that. You'll get to that where you're a 1 with the Endbringer. Yeah! right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've liked what I've showed you, smash the like button. Hit the sub button. If you'd like to donate, check in the comments. We do take donations. Thank you for supporting the channel and the Iceman.
Perfect shot.
And there's your hot tip from the Iceman.